Nisuing ba sakanti ko Northeast Mediahub na remchaksua. Dal ni koborangko aganat nas kang kata bichongrangko aganat tinga. MLA rang Meghalaya Assembly ni thukma o sianggapa pa SK Sun Sagina kalemang toka. Dengtang namdapata nirang aro nanga nirangko rachakna geta Meghalaya Cabinet sombaro thukma. Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act ko adoko ragatna geta sorkari kamrangko kaengaha ni sombar salo adokni skotong Minister Conrad K. Sangma parakataha. Meghalaya adoko COVID chisku matnani kumiangengaha ni adokni skotong Minister Conrad K. Sangma parakataha. Meghalaya ni jat getam ko nang rematna matjainga ni Dr. Mukul Sangma sukonggi jani ko paraka. Lokayukta ko bulgriatna joton kaenga ni Dr. Mukul MDA sorkari ko matnanga. Upper Shillongo dunggeparang Cherister Phil thank you sagina kaket pichal ko unchina signature campaign ko ngata. September chigatam tariko ko karkana ko sorkari ni chipna manjani na Jaintia Hills District ko rejoma. Adoko smart meter ko jakalaniyo tangka paisa Rusiani donga ni putanina adok ni skotong Minister pa Conrad Sangma akan chaka. Congress dolni dulgapa aro MP Oscar Fernandez pilsi sotchet onga haun agal sakwatang ha. Anga chino CH marak tao kuborang ko joljol parakatinga. COVID chisku sani ko matnemeng tanggetek agal sakwatang gapa Mauplang constituency ni independent MLA pa SK Sun Sagina sombar salo Meghalaya Assembly o kalemani ko takang ha. Assembly ni autumn session ko abachingani geni gapa salo agal sako watang gapa dulgapa ko mandera na geta uni jangi thangani gemen khatdeke seani ko house so poretani gemen agan chalai timgapa pa metpa lingdo jenmana uyatang ha. Pa Sun Sagina kalemani katarang ko aganengon house so jenma thombi bongani ko dakmeteng somoyo member rangoni yan agal sako wateri yang chinggapa onga neskotong Minister pa Conrad K. Sangma parakataha. Batanggaman belsi getam atarango pa Sun Sagini namgepa kamrangko gisekraat play agan angkuanio hauso sengani rango chanchirme ti kaanio ba jeni gemen jera ragrekani ngoba chugemek onge tari samsoronganio ugeta de anchingoni bangan dongjawakon antangni singinggepana agan sakani uo dongsoronga ne pa Sangma agan parakataha. Uni siangani chi house gemekna datlen gemani ongaha ne aganen ba pa Sun saksa namgepa MLA san ongai gija sakantikon pangnan mandera ani gisek uno dongrongachem neba pa Conrad gisek raat jolaha.
I was asking our honorable leader of opposition, who has been in this house, I think longer than any other member, that whether there was ever an occasion where a sitting member passed away while the house was in session. And he was telling me, fortunately, that never happened in the past. And this is most probably the first time in the history of this house that a sitting member has passed away while the house was in session. Sir, it pains me, and I'm sure each and every one, to be standing here today and looking at that empty chair of late SK Sun, a person who had been with us for the past 3.5 years in this house. And I think, needless to say, every member in this house will remember his contribution to this house.
Unometeng warachakgepa dolni dulgepa aro adokni skotong Minister gecham Dr. Mukul Sangma ba una kalempanio uni dongrekinggepa noktangni manderangna aro ba sakanti manderangna mongsong bate uko seoke watatgepa un baksa bakremphageparangna house ni dulgepa baksa angni gisek tongchi kalempani ko onna ne aganangaha. Mauplang ni MLA pa SK Sun ko dengtang manca mandera ani chin geta sombar salo Meghalaya Assembly ni thukmani ba autumn session ko salgepenona dontongataha.
One can have so much of element of surprises in the course of the life of a person. Having said this, Mr. Speaker, sir, beyond our control, and we have lost one of our dearest colleagues. How painful it has been for the electorates and the family members, we can easily understand. And as colleagues of this august House, to have one of our members who suddenly leaves us during the time of session, yes, it's unprecedented. Therefore, with heavy heart, I join the leader of the House in conveying our deepest condolences to the wife and children of late Pa Sun.
Adokna mongsong nangchong motgepa namdapatanirang aro menggepen nanganirang ko rachakna gita Meghalaya Cabinet sombar salo tumangaha. Skanggapao Meghalaya Human Rights Commission rules hajal geni chibri ko namdapatani ko Cabinet rachakangaha aro yan yamrang ko dao Meghalaya Human Rights Commission Amendment Rules hajal geni kolgriksa ne mengskagno. Adok ni dengtang department rango mameng chanchi sogija koros ongani rangna aro nangdap kepa koros rangna jakalna matna gita contingency fund of Meghalaya bill hajalgni kolgriksa koba cabinet rachakangzolaha aro Meghalaya contingency fund ni chugemek tangka ko gong crore rachagtam bungao ni ko gong crore rachabunga bungao na bariatna singa.
The contingency fund of Meghalaya amendment bill, if you remember, we had passed an ordinance about a month and a half back. So, as is required by the law, that ordinance has to be now placed in the assembly and in the form of a bill, and it has to be passed. So that particular contingency fund for Meghalaya Amendment Bill 2021 was cleared by the cabinet to be then placed in the assembly.
Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act ko adoko ragatna gita sorkari kamrang ko kaengaha ne sombar salo adokni skotong minister Conrad K. Sangma parakataha. Yan yam ko ragatna gita online software ko tariaha neba skotong minister parakataha. Adita jarang ni gisepon Meghalaya adokni seokumen getemrango database ko tarina gita dakeniani gita project ko rakatangen neba Sangma parakataha. Skotong minister ni aganani getade adok ni plak biaprangon task force rangko sungmanaha aro metam biaprango de facilitation center rangko ba apachingataha. Adokong ingapa Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act kon ragatna geta sorkari kangkare kainga ne janapatingon yani bidungo adok sorkari mamong sorkari aro gobernur baksa agan grkengkua endiba yan yamko taraken ragatna geta sorkari kamko kaengaha neskotong minister parakataha.
Registration system for the MRSSA was presented to us. Based on that, there will be data entry operators who will be there in different police stations. The software will be online. The system of the headmen's to register and inform the administration and the police regarding who are the people in rented places will be again online. So all these presentations were given to us, and based on that we have asked for some more changes so that the system becomes more user friendly. And as soon as that is done, we plan to take up 2 to 3 localities on a pilot basis. So I expect that maybe in about a month's time or 2 months' time we'll be able to start a pilot project on creation of a database and making it online.
Meghalaya adoko COVID chisku matnani kumiangaha ne sombar salo adok ni skotong minister Conrad K. Sangma parakataha. Adoko COVID chisku matnani kumiangaha ne janapatingon COVID matgeparang kumiangaha ba manderang mekrake dongani ko watkal kujana geta nanginga aro niamrang ko jarak jrengna nanga ne skotong minister didiataha. Tika ko suani chisan COVID ko chilchakna matgen ne janapatingon COVID ni tika ko sukugija gepa manderang plakon taraken tika ko suera China geta wadidiataha. Meghalaya adoko songdongeng geparang oni mongsong bat gepa jat getamni manderangko dengtang political dolni del geparang nangrematna manjainga ne sombar salo adokni gecham skotong minister Dr. Mukul Sangma mukchiung eaganaha. Adoko sioka ko bangepa delgeparang aro dengtang political dolni delgeparang anchini mongsong batgepa jat getamni manderangko nangrematna manjaha ne angni politician onge kamko kaanyo anga nekna manaha ne Dr. Mukul Sangma kobor atem geparang na aganaha. Sangmani parakatani getade adoko songdongeng gepa Garo, Khasi aro Jaintia jatrangko nangrematna manjaingani selsa jatsa jatkepeni gisepo meli nangremani aro jatsa jatkepeni kosako mukpu mukneng gerkani rangko nekna matninga. Uni gemen dao hajar geni kolgre ketam belsi sepang bainga haun jol tangni ba constituency tangni gemen san chanchia gija adok gemekni namgeni na sa chanchia antang tangna gemen belko cakale delgepa ko siok china anga manderangko didienga ne sangma aganaha.
The problem in the state of Meghalaya is that the major tribes, I must tell you from my observation all through my career or in course of my innings as a politician, what I have observed is that we politicians, we elected representatives, people who belong to different political parties, have not been able to unite our three major tribes. We have not been, whether Indian National Congress, whether any political party. Let me be very, very frank and blunt, because irrespective of who the leader is, there is always, that whole whispering campaign, okay, why should Garo be the chief minister? Why should Khasi be the chief minister? Why should not Mr. A? Why should not Mr. B? See, Meghalaya will thrive and prosper when we unite and act as citizens of the state, not only by confining our thinking within the community to which we belong. We have to come together, Garo, Khasi, Jaintia. In my prayers, that I always do and that I have done all through my life, is asking God to unite our people.
Lokayukta ko Bulgariatna gata NPP chi delengpa Meghalaya Democratic Alliance Sorkari joton kaenga ne sombar salo opposition dolni delgepa Dr. Mukul Sangma matnangataha. Sangmani parakatani getade sorkarini dengtang kamrangko kaanyo tangka jakal sretani rangko campingna getasa lokayukta ko songa hacem endiba patangman belsi getam athana MDA sorkari ko chalayaniyo lokayuktani kamrangko Bulgariatna getasa joton kaska hacem. Adoko Chief Information Commissioner ko songneng jaingani gemenba opposition dolni delgepa MDA sorkari ko matnangataha. Sangmani aganani getade Sorkarini kamrangko maksiera na getasa Right to Information Act ko manderang na rakatahacem endiba Meghalaya adoko Chief Information Commissioner ko sorkari songe ongneng jaingani asel RTI ni kamrangko belake kana manjaingacem. Police officer rangko kamra rurarong ingani aselan police rangni kam olgrokani rangko nekna matnenga endiba wa MDA sorkari ko matnangataha.
That means the government doesn't want this kind of institutions which are capable of empowering people and capable of identifying instances of irregularities and instances of alleged corruption. Because it is happening on the ground. That's why they want to ensure that it is not there. Let me be blunt. Another one is that, what about the Lokayukta? If you go by the preceding 3.5 years, the whole attempt of the government was to weaken this very important institution, which was designed in order to deter the tendency of corruption at the high offices. Now, if you go by all these developments, how institutions after institutions, then next you go to another important organization, the police organization. What has happened to the police organization in the state? You go by each transfer and posting and be analytical from the day one that this government has come into office.
Police rangni tanggetek chatrapani yo goa matne sianggapa HNLC ni gecham delgepa Chesterfield thank you sagina kaket pichalko onchina geta kurang onanirang tawa per shilongona ba sokangaha. Jeon upper shilongo donggepa manderangni kurang dolni ngo KSU, HYC, FKJGP aro HNYF dolrang nongsheni khntong aro laimaro signature campaign ko sombar salo ongatangaha. September chigatam tariko kok karkhana ko sorkari ni chipna manjani na Jaintia Hills District ni ngogpa elaka stunga songni manderang Environment Coordination Committee ni rejomani ko ngatanio bakrang ha. Rejomani ko DC office ni abachinga ha aro sorkari ni yanang chomot keba dabiani ko kna chakjani na truk aboke lekha seanirang baksa rejomani ko dakaha. Adoko smart meter ko jakhalanio tangka paisa Rusiani dongan ne potanina adokni skotong minister Pa Conrad K Sangma yani technical kamrang ko kae machotataha endiba namme abachingatna geetsrangna dengtang aselrangni gemen mankujainga. Niam geta sandiani ko dakchina sorkari pakwate onaha aro uni kaket ongani ko nekna kadong soinga ne Pa Sangma aganaha.
So installation has been done for all. But activation requires the metering to start and that to be connected to the billing system. Now, that activation has not been done yet for multiple reasons. And that activation not being done does not lead to non-installation. So therefore, it's the question of how one looks at it. And I think it's wrong to twist words and look into that. But there's a judicial inquiry. Let the inquiry do its work and let the facts come out. I don't want to say much into that. We are very confident and we know that all the work has been done in a proper manner. So let the judicial inquiry do its work and let the report come out.
Congress dolni dalgapa aro MP Oscar Fernandez bilsi sotchet ongahaw nagal sakho atangaha. Prime Minister Pa Modi uni sianina kalaman baksa uni noktangni manderang meng kalampani ko mesokangaha. Congress ni dalgapa Rahul Gandhi, Fernandez ni siani Congress dolna namen gemani ongaha, aro angni des kigapa ongacem ene uni kalamani katarangko parakaha. Pa Oscar Fernandez rianggapa Julai jaunin BN ko ranta kaau ni gaaka jol nengo sani ko matnaha aruwa ko surgery kagen chmoba nampelatna manjaha, endake wan bon kame September chigatam tariko agal sako watangaha. Pa Oscar uni Congress dolo dongmatengo kumkume doltango dongaha aro changbongana Udupi constituency o chegapa onge manderangna dangdeke onangaha. Yarang sandalni koborang ni suanina na simang sakantikon metela.